What's the difference of this versus a larger version of Power Rangers guy inside of the tube, the one that they all listen to? And so that guy is equal to the Wizard of Oz's hologram. And then in the Wizard of Oz also there's like this lens flare, and then like Glinda Goodwitch pops out. So right as Japanese saw that, they must have thought she's on a flag and on a piece of material teleporting. What's the difference of this versus a larger version of Power Rangers guy inside of the tube, the one that they all listen to? And so that guy is equal to the Wizard of Oz's hologram. And then in the Wizard of Oz also there's like this lens flare, and then like Glinda Goodwitch pops out. So right as Japanese saw that, they must have thought she's on a flag and on a piece of material teleporting. This says part the makeup of a rainbow if it starts to curve after it went straight, because each rainbow's horizons are always vertical into the air. Aerodynamic intake part 101 listed. And so what's the difference between a bat symbol and this horizon that we just seen? It's Batman. That's the difference between the bat signal and a flashlight versus this. But if it was the volcano of Mordor and you never knew the Lord of the Rings even happened, this is what the volcano of Mordor would look like a second before you knew that there was a mountain there. Side note, I saw the second officer I've ever seen in my life, and it's the only person on earth who's ever detained me. He was a Mech 1 officer in Grafton. But then in Grafton, Pick and State up, I saw a Grafton officer, Officer Pouret, so I told them both about it. Actually, Pouret was gone and I never saw him again, so I told the officer that I'm probably never going to see him again, because that's how it ended last time. I saw an officer inside a Grafton supermarket. But in any case, the officer looked like Butters. Butters is the kid in high school, I don't know his name, but he looks like Butters from South Park. So it was either that officer or Butters, and I went up to it, and it actually was the officer. And he, I think, remembered me, but didn't want to verify it. So I've actually seen him twice. I don't want to talk about the other time because I didn't have a vehicle. And if I had two kids in that situation getting detained again, you got detained twice by this fool. Only person on earth who's ever done this to me. I just talked to him earlier today because I saw him off duty. Thank God he wasn't carrying a gun. Neither was Officer Pouret, so officers, when they're off duty, to my knowledge, unless the gun's invisible, if they were not carrying one in a supermarket off duty, no one should if you're a cop. But I don't know, I've never been to Texas. But the difference on Facebook from this person named Shayboy, she's like a woman who dresses up as a male, and I don't know how far she is, but she's considered one of them. And this bartender looks just like her. I don't want to tell her, but she has her hair cut in the back, and it's a buzz cut, just like this other girl would want to do, because she has short hair. Shout out Shayboy if you're actually a person. And then I think you found me out. You didn't go to Grafton. Anyways, the person in Grafton, bartender, actually looks like her. So there's Butters. I don't know if we're friends on Facebook. And then this other girl, Shayboy. Probably both same people today look just like you a few hours ago. / just 4 minutes ago. I ran out of money. First time I ever seen a fire in front of a steeple. Is that demonic? There was Nancy Pelosi holding a candle outside the White House before they all went on vacation. The Democrats had a whole bunch of candles and it looked really satanic. If you say something like that and then you curse everything, then it would have been your fault if something bad happened. And there's curses when there's dead things, because I've been seeing these dead animals everywhere. And my phone just broke twice because 2 people made it earlier today. When I saw them, I dropped it the first time in Martini's Pete's. Actually, it was the guy who I saw twice, and that happens. Cracked my phone literally with breaks inside the screen. The screen behind it exploded. An eighth of it is the LED light strip. It doesn't go away. It's like a giant ad on the screen. That takes out everything. So whenever that's on, it kills the battery of whatever it's plugged into really quickly. So I think it might explode soon if you left it on all day without charging the screen. So if the grade of these were better, if yeast was better, if it couldn't have like a harder cracking point when it opens.